Welcome back to TML Weekly. As always, brought to you by Bjorn and Don Cherry Sports Grill. Big game two recap here. Huge win we just came off of after it wasn't looking too pretty, and just got it through, got it done.
Boy, was that not like I'm emotionally exhausted after that game. That was you know what? For the first time in a long time, maybe you can sit there and say that's a playoff game that we didn't deserve to win, that we won. Wait, like let's go back and think, when was the last time we could legitimately say that? Where, listen, it looked bleak for parts of that second period. We were not doing things that we typically do, that traditionally win you hockey games.
Yeah, it felt like a Tampa game from 2 years ago, where we just
100% it did.
win, just hanging on,
and we couldn't get the puck out. It was just the puck would bounce off a knee, or the guy would just fan on it, and then you know what, you're playing okay, and then and guys, this is how I'm going to say that this Maple Leafs team is a different team. In years past, if we were playing Florida or Boston or Tampa, and that puck goes in off Carlo, everything implodes. We're doing all the right things. We get a bad break, and all of a sudden, the tent folds. Listen, you know who we, and again, I'm going to say this. When was the last time you had a goalie steal a game?
Probably Joseph Wall last year against Boston. Yeah.
Right. Stolarz was 9 levels of amazing tonight. That guy.
Both games.
Especially, you're right, both games. But I mean, the last game was a bit of an easier run.
Yeah.
Right. In terms of competitiveness. Right.
Save with a minute and a half left on Cousins. Oh,
boy,
that could have been it.
Listen, I'm telling you. And you know who I really want to give some credit to? We'll get to Max Domi in a second. I think this guy literally played the best game in a Maple Leaf jersey I've ever seen him play. The Pope, Pontus Holmberg. My God, did he not play like a man possessed tonight? From the first shift in the first period all the way through, that guy was nonstop hustle. He was always like Pontus Holmberg.
Yeah. No, when they first put him on Tavares and Nylander's wing, I've questioned it. He's probably the 13th best forward on the team, but he's got an engine.
I agree, Nolan. You're 100% right, dude.
Draws penalties. He just keeps going. I'm starting to really like him.
Listen, I'm telling you, if Pontus Holmberg can find this gear, and again, especially on that line with Tavares and Nylander, you don't need to score, but you need to do everything that you did tonight. You need to be the first guy in the corner. You need to be the first guy on the forecheck. You need to be digging the puck out of the corner, causing havoc, going to that's what we need.
Basically, just be Matthew Knies.
100%.
Matthew Knies light.
Matthew Knies light. Zach Hyman on steroids. Just go. I loved everything about Pontus Holmberg tonight. And so shout out to Pontus. A fantastic game by him. Fantastic.
Yeah. So once again, start off strong. Back-to-back games, scoring 2 goals in the first 4 shots on Holmberg, and then he just kind of stopped letting things in. But to be fair, we also stopped shooting the puck. Then we had 10 shots through 2 periods, something insane.
And listen, if I'm going to be critical of the Leafs for not shooting the puck in the second period, which I think is very deserved, you also got to be complimentary of the way they played in that third period.
Yeah.
1 shot we gave up in the third period there. And or 2 shots. He had a couple at the end. But at the time that they scored with 4 minutes to go, we given up 1 shot.
That was the first shot of the period, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's very hard. Let's listen. It was a tip puck. It was very hard as a goalie to stay into the game. It was funny. Kara and I were watching in the second period. She said, "You know what, Dad? I'm not even upset that we're getting outshot. Stolarz plays good when he gets peppered, right? Because he's more in the game. He's there, and he looked great. Still, if I'm being critical of something, we looked like the Italian soccer team of like 2005, where you'd score a goal, and then we got up 2, and then it was like, let's just sit back and play defensive hockey and just go into the shell and chip and chase. And
Yeah, I wanted them to keep going, just like last game, just keep it going. But
and listen, if you've watched us for a while, I'm a big Don Cherry guy, and Grapes had always said the very worst lead you can have in hockey is a 2-0 hockey lead. Worst lead in hockey. And so that next goal was absolutely crucial. Let's talk about Max Domi. I'll let you go in, and then I'll give my apology to the Domi family.
Yeah, so the whole game I didn't notice him too much, just kind of doing his normal thing, just buzzing around, throw a couple hits, couple nice plays, but then causes the turnover on the Ottawa's second goal. Everyone online was giving to him, ripping into him, saying they never want to see him on the Leafs ever again. And then voila, like half an hour later, he's a hometown hero.
Hey, listen, he is the new Kasperi Kapanen, right?
Yeah.
For against Washington a few years ago. But so listen, and if you've watched the show, there's been nobody in Leafs Nation harder on Max Domi than I've been, right? But I take everything back. I take it all back. Max, you're on the Christmas card list. You're welcome to the christening or the bar mitzvah, whatever we got going on. You're cordially invited to everything from here on in. It actually, as a bit of an older guy now, it warmed my heart to see Ty Domi in the stands and just the beaming smile.
It's the first time I've ever seen him smile at a game.
I just thought, you know what, as a dad, how cool a moment is that? Where, like, because there's very few guys that are as iconic as Domi who knows what it means in this market.
Against Ottawa, too. He's playing the exact same series like 20 years ago.
Man, so good. So good. How do you feel about 16 tonight? What are your thoughts on 16? I'm curious.
Yeah. No, he. What do you get tonight? One or two assists, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I looked at him, and I like the difference between game 1 to game 2 is essentially the issue with Mitch Marner, right?
Yeah.
Game 1
a bit more invisible, like after the first period.
Man, like he just, I didn't notice him.
The only time I really noticed him in the last 2 periods was when he got high sticks.
And listen, I'm not going to pretend to tell you that I understand the rule where it says you've got to be in control of your stick sometimes, but you don't have to be in control of your stick other times. Yeah. I'm not going to pretend to tell you I understand that and how that makes sense.
Because there's a high stick, and then there's also a follow through of a shot, but it was kind of a loophole where he missed fan on the puck because Nats got it, and he thought he had the puck. So it was kind of a weird one. I didn't know which way it was going to go. I think Mitch actually screwed it up because it looked like they were calling a penalty, and then he went over, showed them the blood, and then because this was before they could review it, they went to go review it and saw it was a shot. So I think they would have got the power play if you didn't show them.
Hey, listen, it's a new rule. I never even knew that was a thing. I never even knew you could high stick a guy, draw blood, and then be like, it's okay. The high stick was because of a reason. And then they went, oh, okay. Well, if that's a reason, we're good. If that was the Leafs, it would have been 5 in a game, and there would have been a suspension if it was us. That's all I know.
Yeah. Well, definitely no sense fans complaining about the officiating tonight. They had 3 power plays. We had 1. Each scored 1 goal on the power play, and just pretty solid game. Well, at least for the first period. Second and third, they looked so tired, the Leafs.
You know what? I remember, it was funny. You said that in the chat. And I'm not kidding you. Within 30 seconds, Kara turns around to me and she goes, Dad, we look like we're exhausted. And I kind of went like, wow, okay, like this is that means everybody's seeing it at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Losing puck battles, losing races to pucks.
The compete levels seem to take a significant dip.
It seemed like the first 4 periods they spent all their energy and then just kind of died off. But hopefully a couple days rest. And
listen, at the end of the day, it's been 23 years since we've been up 2-0. And listen, there's been a lot of series, man, over that time where we've been like, woulda, coulda, shoulda. If we had got that bounce, if the puck went off the post, if we could have kept the puck in and we chipped. For once in a quarter century, we had a couple things break our way when maybe it shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Guys, let's enjoy the moments. Enjoy this moment, right? We're up 2-0. We're halfway home. Let's put the car in neutral now. Enjoy the day. And just patience and positivity. Patience and positivity from here on out, man. It's what a great feeling that is, eh?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Playoff overtime, it go against you. It's the worst feeling in the world. Goes for you. It's
like Christmas.
Top of the world, yeah.
It's like Christmas.
Yeah.
So listen, we're not gonna go too late tonight. We just really wanted to get on and thank everybody for watching and tuning in. Special shouts and thank yous to Bjorn Hockey and Don Cherry Sports Grill for the sponsors. And
just quickly before we go here, I want you to take a guess at both teams' block shots number.
I'm gonna say that the Leafs were higher than Ottawa.
Do you want to give me a rough number?
25.
Leafs had 32. Ottawa had 6.
Wow. So
it kind of tells you that Ottawa had the puck more often, but
you know what's interesting though, and I don't know if you remember this when we were in the chat in the first period. At the end of the first period, I said, "Listen, I don't know if I love the way we're playing on faceoffs tonight."
Yeah,
like and then you were like, "Jay, it's actually 50-50. We're pretty close." And I was like, "It might be 50-50, but it doesn't feel like it's 50-50."
Yeah, no, like just like the important draws, like the key ones.
And like Giroux was on fire. And I thought I heard, and I could be wrong, but I thought I heard like in the third period, like Tavares was like 3 of 11 or something.
Yeah, they're talking about Giroux's like a top 5 or 10 in the league in faceoffs. But he plays wing the entire.
When have you ever heard John Tavares going at 30% in a playoff, like in any game?
I'm not. Yeah,
right? Tavares is always high 50s.
Yeah, but the Leafs actually had won 53.4%, Ottawa 46.6.
Which is like that to me is a crazy stat because watching that game, if you would have told me it was 65-35, I would have believed you. Like I didn't feel like we won the important faceoffs. But again, you know what? A win is a win is a win. And so let's take the win. Let's enjoy the win. And listen, if you've got the first 2, why not just take the next 2 too?
Yeah.
Why not make what? I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to use the words, but why not? Right? Yep. Why not?
Saturday night is game 4. Hockey Night in Canada. Might as well.
All right. So Thursday we'll either do a pregame or a postgame on Thursday. We haven't really decided yet. We're going to see how the whole thing plays out. But thanks everybody for watching and enjoy this Leafs overtime playoff win. Go Leafs, go.